Today's session was about the Energy Efficient Mortgages Initiative, which I think everybody will be very familiar with by now. The Energy Efficient Mortgages Initiative has been in the pipeline now for some 4 years. For 2 of those years, one part of the project has been funded by the EU, and that was the part of the project which was to design and deliver the Energy Efficient Mortgages framework. So today's panel was also quite a milestone for us in the sense that it marked the formal conclusion of that part of the project, although our work, of course, will continue on beyond the end of the project. So what we did today on the panel was we took stock a little bit of the progress that we have made so far, and that progress has been very significant. So firstly, and particularly in the last 12 months, we have launched a pilot scheme of 45 pilot scheme banks, 30 supporting organisations and 12 members of an advisory council, so comprising national, European and international organisations. We have also agreed on a definition of an energy efficient mortgage, which will be a benchmark to measure existing green mortgages, but also future energy efficient mortgages, and which will in due course serve as the basis for an energy efficient mortgages label. And the third really key achievement, I would say, in the last couple of months particularly, has been the establishment of national market hubs to take forward the learning that we have done together as a big group of stakeholders at kind of European level and really take that to the national level and explore that further to really accelerate market development. So the panel today looked at, firstly, the regulatory context. Why is the Energy Efficient Mortgages Initiative so important right now, particularly with the sustainable finance debate in mind? Secondly, what progress has the national market hubs made? So we heard from the Belgian, the German, the Italian and the UK market hubs, some of the challenges that they've been facing, the opportunities that they see, and what some of the next steps might be. And finally, we heard about data. Now, data is really very important in this discussion. So we heard what efforts are being conducted within our initiative in relation to data, designing a data management infrastructure. Again, we discussed some of the challenges of integrating sustainability considerations into banks' decision-making and processes. And we also discussed the business case, because as difficult as this might be, and as sensitive as it might be for banks to collect additional information, there really is a business case. And that business case is linking energy efficiency with lower credit risk and potentially seeing a realignment of the capital requirements framework, for example, or other types of prudential relief, let's say. So all in all, it was a very, very positive panel, I think. Lots of very good messages, great deal of support from the European institutions, great deal of commitment and engagement from our pilot scheme banks. And so we're looking forward to the next steps.
As a project advisor to EMAP and EDAP, which create energy efficient mortgage initiatives, I presented and opened a panel on the pilot scheme of banks that test the energy efficient mortgage framework that was developed by Luca and his team within the ECBC EMF consortium, and I praised the success of this initiative, which went already very far, but also mentioned that future challenges require more work on energy efficiency finance, for which more Horizon 2020 money is available, and we have those yearly calls that are still open this year and next year. I also mentioned that both projects, so EMAP and EDAP, are now taking forward a very important energy efficient mortgage product that is rooted in not only in environment, so in climate change challenges, but also in society, because we have evidence that they improve welfare and health, and also in governance, because better risk management, climate risk management, and also disclosure to investors is increasingly important to financial institutions. Finally, I also tried to mention other EU support measures, of course through policy and regulation. So we have Sustainable Finance Initiative, Capital Markets Union, but also the Energy Union policy and legal framework. But we have further funding support under Horizon 2020 and other programs to bridge other gaps that remain in energy efficiency finance and energy efficiency investment in general, such as skilled workforce, still deficiency, and affordable technologies and access to information to create behavioral change that will drive demand for energy efficiency investment.